Hey guys, this is Florida Sports Fan 18 here, back for another video. I was originally called Cool Sports Guy 18, but decided I needed a change, so I'm gonna be called Florida Sports Fan 18. Today actually will be my first video that I'll be talking about football. Not going to do the hockey this time, even though I mentioned the Panthers the last two videos. And yes, they have the 12th pick in the draft, but I'm not going to go in on it. Even today was supposed to be the first preseason day of football in the NFL, but since that didn't happen, so I'm going to do something a little different. So today, I'm going to rank the top 10 NFL head coaches that will be on the hot seat in 2020. Doesn't mean they're going to lose their jobs. Maybe something will happen. Maybe they'll stay another season. But I'm going to let you guys decide if you think who should not been on this list. So we're going to get started right now on the NFL coaches that are going to be on the hot seat. Hold on, let me get it up. All right, so this is going to be the top 10. So I'm going to go down. So at 10, I got Matt Nagy on the list. It's the Chicago Bears head coach. I still think he'll not be fired at the end of the season. The reason I have him on the list at 10, because I still think he will probably still be around. But I think the reason he's on the hot seat is because he won't give up, because he still has Mitchell Trubisky as quarterback. Of course, I know Bear fans always get pissed off every time they say, "Oh, we could have had Mahomes." Yeah, but can't change the past. So got Mitchell Trubisky. So that's why. But got a good coach, but you need to get a new quarterback if you want to stay. If he's gonna stick around. But I still, like I said, don't think he's gonna get fired. And I hope Bear fans do not get mad, Bear fans. But like I said, I don't think the guy will get fired. I think he'll have another season with you guys. So I think in 2021, if they drop down, still I think he'll be more low to the list. Okay, at 9 on the list. Oh my God. Okay, people are gonna disagree with me on this, and one of my friends told me not to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. At 9, I got Mike Tomlin, the Steelers head coach. And I know Steelers fans are like, why Mike Tomlin? You should have saw what he did last season. He brought in two quarterbacks that were not good and they were still winning games. Yeah, but he doesn't have a quarterback. Roethlisberger is old. Roethlisberger is like, 38, and I believe he has like 2-3 more years left. Yeah, you need a quarterback plan. The only way if you're gonna win games if you got a Super Bowl contender. Like I said, you guys are lucky if Roethlisberger can stay healthy 2 or 3 more years with you guys. Like, you got to get a new quarterback. Like, get Josh Rosen, like somebody, so you can get some help. So you can have somebody maybe for a future plan, because you do not have a future. I can tell you already, Mason Rudolph and Delvin Hodges are not the future for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got a good defense, got good young talent on defense, but you need offense. But if the Steelers do get back to the playoffs, then Mike Tomlin will definitely be off the list next season, I promise. Okay, moving on to the list. Hold on. At 8, I got John Gruden, the Raiders head coach. Now, another one people are not going to agree with me on. The reason I have him on this list is because he won't get rid of Derek Carr. And it's time to know already, Raiders fans. Derek Carr is not the answer for the team. Like, the guy has a record. Like, he's already going into his 7th season already with the team. And what's his record? Like, yeah, the record's like 39 wins and 55 losses. Like, that's a losing record. Like, the guy only had one good season with you guys. One good season. And he couldn't stay healthy when he couldn't stay healthy when he was when he got to the playoffs. Like I said, one good season he had. Like, really, what else has he done really with you guys since he's been on the team? Like, what, throwing interceptions or losing close games? Yeah, you need to get rid of Derek Carr. I can already tell you he's not the future. Maybe give Marcus Mariota a chance, probably. I see Marcus Mariota taking Derek Carr's job at the end of the season, like what happened with Tannehill did with him. And Mariota is looking to get redemption back, his starting job back. So something tells me Marcus Mariota is going to be your new quarterback of the future if Derek Carr struggles. And that's why they brought Marcus Mariota. There was the pressure, Derek Carr. But John Gruden's only on the list just because he won't get rid of Derek Carr. And of course he's not going to get fired because I believe he's going his 3rd year, and afterwards he'll have like 7 years left. But not going to happen, I don't think. But that's the reason I have him on the list. Okay, at 7, I got Zach Taylor. Taylor, the Bengals coach. Now this is going to be a big test for him to see what he can do in his second season after the first season. Well, a lot of Bengals fans say that he tanked on purpose to lose all those 14 games to get the first round pick to draft Joe Burrow. And now it's up to see what he can do with Joe Burrow if Zach Taylor's the answer. I don't think the Bengals are going to be bad like they were last year. I think they'll definitely win more games this upcoming year than they did last year. But just to let you know that I think I put Zach Taylor on the list because it's really going to show what he can do with this young talent of team, with a young talent with groups with definitely with AJ Green coming back from injury and Joe Mixon. So it's going to be really good to see what's going to happen in the second season with the Bengals. So that was at 7. So let's go to 6, and I got Anthony Lynn, the Chargers head coach. Anthony Lynn, the reason why is because the Chargers, I thought were going to be like a Super Bowl team in 2019, and they went down a lot. Like they definitely went way down, way down. So and it was really shocking that they see him go 5-11. This team had so much talent, like. Really, the receivers were dropping the balls. Some of that was not Phillip Rivers' fault, that the team did have a bad offensive line and did struggle. Defense was not bad. I think their defense will still be good, but I think Anthony Lynn's on the hot seat because the team has talent. And if he brings back what happens like they did last season, I can see Anthony Lynn being out of there by the end of the season. And I don't think he'll be fired during midseason. I think he'll make it to the end of the season. All right. Now we're going to move to number 5, and these are the top 5 ones that I think are definitely going to lose their job at the end of the season. And here we go. And at 5, I got Bill O'Brien, the Texans head coach. And definitely, this guy needs to go. You got a good quarterback in Deshaun Watson, but you don't have the right coach for him to do it. You want to get to a Super Bowl and you want to win, and you need a new coach. Deshaun Watson needs a new coach. Bill O'Brien really showed that he needed to be gone after that Chiefs game in that divisional round. Why would you go for it on a why would you fake punt it when you in a 4th and 5 when you know the team is starting to come back with and you know how good Patrick Mahomes is, and the game in Kansas City you know, and also making dumb decisions like that will get coaches fired. And like I said, if anyone blames Deshaun Watson for this, then you guys don't know football, because that was not Deshaun Watson's fault. That was Bill O'Brien's fault, and that was showing why Bill O'Brien's on the hot seat and why I definitely think he'll be gone right at the end of the season. All right, at 4, I have Dan Quinn, the Falcons head coach. Then this is the season Dan Quinn's gonna have to see what we get in now with Tom Brady in the division. Dan Quinn's now gonna have to be under pressure this year to see if the Falcons can get back into the playoffs since they blew that 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. Well, I still think they can. Maybe there's a chance Dan Quinn can still keep his job, but they gotta fix that defense. That defense was bad last season, and also can't start going out and start winning games at the end of the season. You got to get off to a good start during the beginning of the season. You can't just go to the end of the season and start playing pretty well. That's why I say Dan Quinn's on the hot seat if he can't do that. At 3, I got Matt Patricia, the Lions head coach. Matt Patricia, I think, deserved to definitely was not fair for Matt Patricia to be fired last season, even though he has a losing record with the team and hasn't done much. But I think Matt Patricia does deserve one more chance to see now Matthew Stafford coming back from an injury. And I think the Lions played pretty well. I don't think the offense was that bad last season, even though they didn't win no games, even with Matthew Stafford out. Matt Patricia was trying, but they just didn't have a good defense. The defense needs to be fixed. Definitely needs to get fixed in this upcoming season. If Matt Patricia wants to still keep his job here with Detroit, and Matthew Stafford has to stay healthy. That's the only way I still see Matt Patricia surviving this season coming up. But if that still happens, then I think he'll be out. Okay, at 2, I got Adam Gase. Yes, Adam Gase, the Jets head coach. And I want to tell you, Jets fans, You guys, all those wins you had last season were all easy wins. There was not even one game you played that was a competitive team. And don't say the Bills, because the Bills, you only beat them because they had backups. They played their backups. Nobody's even started, and of course the Bills really handed you that win. Jets are definitely, Adam Gase is at rank 2 because the Jets do have a tougher schedule coming up because they gotta play in Seattle, they gotta play in Kansas City, 2 tough places to play in, and you're playing 2 MVPs there, and you got to play the 49ers defense. And with Sam Darnold as the quarterback, that defense of the 49ers is going to crush Sam Darnold. I'm going to see already Nick Bosa crushing Sam Darnold's ass when that game gets there. And, of course, I think that is week 2, I believe. Yeah, I think it's week 2. So, see it quickly. I can already tell you, yeah, the Jets, you're screwed, really, right now. So, you need keep Adam Gase there all you want, and getting players out of there, because that's what you lost Jamal Adams because of Adam Gase. And I can tell you already, the longer he's there, the more he's going to ruin that team. So, good luck, Jets fans. That's why I put him on the hot seat. Okay, now we're going to go to at number 1. At number 1, I got Doug Marrone, the Jaguars head coach. Another one. The reason he's at 1 because he's at a lot of pressure because the Jaguars are rebuilding. And you never know. And there's been a lot of rumors, too, that they could be tanking for Trevor Lawrence. But I don't know. But you still got a good quarterback in Gardner Minshew. You really don't need Trevor Lawrence, but that's what the Jaguars want to do. They can do what they want to do. And the reason is Doug Marrone is on the hot seat at 1 because, like I said, I think he survived last season because we know that Nick Foles was not the answer, and he liked Minshew, and that's the reason why Doug Marrone was able to keep his job, because he knew that knew Minshew was the answer. So, with Tom Coughlin gone there, not on that team no more, so Doug Marrone's got a fair chance to maybe see what he can do this upcoming season. But if the team does struggle right off the gate, I say Doug Marrone will be fired by, I'm going to say, in my opinion, I think he'll be fired by, not my opinion, my guess, I think he'll be fired by week 8 if this team starts struggling. And I think Jay Gruden will be the interim head coach. And for Jaguars fans, if Jay Gruden becomes head coach or replaces Doug Marrone at the end of the season, you should not get mad about that, because I think Jay Gruden does deserve another chance, because he was with the Washington team that have really had nothing. Like, no one couldn't succeed there, because we already know how Dan Snyder is and so much drama going on over there. And I believe that he lost those 5 games on purpose, but just because he just wanted to get out of there. But not going to talk too much about that. This was about really top 10 NFL head coaches that I think who could be on the hot seat. So that was it. And if you guys liked what I put on the ranking, leave a like. But if there's somebody that definitely should have been on this list, write it down in the comments. If there's somebody that should have not been on the list, you can write it down. Or if you didn't like the way I ranked them, you can put it on the comments about where they should have been ranked at. But that's gonna be it. This is Florida Sports Fan 18 signing out. Have a good night, everybody.